So yeah, that's the movie.
Sorry, I kind of missed it. I was writing a midterm.
Oh, well, you didn't miss much. We're actually just about to start writing the movie.
Okay, well, kind of can't write it if I don't know what happened. Can you, Zeg, can you tell me what happened? Like,
So there was apparently a time where Christian era was over, as they said in subtitles, which was really weird. I don't know why they were so specific about Christian era, but then they went and showed a war that apparently happened. There was lots of dying and people not in mech suits, and then people in mech suits, but for some reason the people in mech suits weren't winning, according to the subtitles. And then they kind of cut to a boneyard where they were flying over it, and they were like, yeah, there's lots of bones here still, sir. But there was one guy who was not bones. He's just laying there with a fake bullet head wound, but you can't tell that it's fake till later. And they're like, yeah, one not dead guy skeleton in there is totally cool, let's ignore it. And then he used a grappling hook and got on there and is like, I'm gonna blow this thing up. But he didn't say that, he just looked it, and then it blew up. And they were like, yeah, this guy's too dangerous, we have to seal him in a satellite instead of killing him, because that's a better move. And then, like, right after they sealed him, the satellite fell, and then he was nude for some reason. But you only saw his butt, which was kind of creepy anyway. And then he went and cut some guy's hands off and took a mech suit. And this girl was all like, I want to be up on your nuts. And he was like, just tell me what year it is. And then they didn't tell us what year it was. They just moved on. And then they showed her boobs. And then he was like, no, I don't want your boobs. And she was like, well, you can't have them anyway. And he was like, okay. And then he made his own hair gel and got sunglasses. And they went and fought a tank that had mechs all over it. And the mechs were like tearing the tank apart. And these other guys were like, dude, we have to go fight that tank. And they're like, why? Because if we don't, that other guy's going to kill us. So then they went and fought the tank. And they put a grenade knife in one guy's forehead for some reason, because he wasn't dead enough. And then they stopped the tank and went and talked to this guy who then died, that didn't die, because it just looked like he did. They moved on to it was a different guy to the side. And then they were just staring at each other in like a room, and the girl started yelling at everybody about how they were jerks, and then left with Geist. And then they were in a briefing room talking about how they had to kill killer robots that couldn't die. But then Geist was there, even though he hadn't been there at the beginning. And they moved on, and they started fighting these killer robots that for some reason, even though they were supposed to be unable to be killed, they could kill them very easily. And they went inside to stop them. And then some guy I didn't know died, and it was apparently dramatic. And I was supposed to care that he died, but I didn't. And they moved on. And then they went inside, and then the boss had 2 phases. And then a 3rd phase, which was a really big surprise. And Geist killed him somehow, even though he was a flying, reassembling robot thing. And he walked into this other guy and then popped his head and then started he started up the robots and let them all kill everybody. The end.
So, yeah.
What? It's like it's written by a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
I don't want to write for this.
Next movie!
Next movie. No, I'm done.
I agree.